It all started on a cold winter morning. Daniel sat at his tiny kitchen table, staring at a pile of unpaid bills. He wasn't lazy, he wasn't reckless, but somehow life always seemed to be one step ahead of him. Every paycheck disappeared before he could even breathe. It wasn't always like this. There was a time when Daniel had dreams, big dreams. He wanted to travel, own a house, and never have to worry about making ends meet. But somewhere along the way, life got complicated. The years slipped by, and now here he was, trapped in a cycle he didn't know how to escape. One evening, while scrolling through his phone, Daniel stumbled upon a quote. "Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day." Something about those words hit him differently. He thought about his life, his routines, or rather the lack of them. Could it be that his struggles weren't because of some grand failure, but because of small, unnoticed habits? He decided to test it. Just one small change. He would start waking up 30 minutes earlier. That's it. No drastic overhaul, just a tiny shift. The first morning was rough. His alarm rang and his body resisted. He almost gave up. But then he remembered the quote, "A few simple disciplines." He got up, and the next day, and the day after that, that extra 30 minutes gave him time to plan his day, reflect, and even read a few pages of a book. It wasn't much, but it was a start. A week passed, then two. He started noticing something strange. He felt more in control. Inspired, he made another small change. He would track his spending, every dollar. It felt tedious at first, but within a month, he saw patterns he had never noticed before. Late-night fast food runs, impulsive online shopping, subscriptions he didn't even use. It was eye-opening, and for the first time, he felt like he could do something about it. With a little extra money saved, he decided to invest. Nothing crazy, just a small amount each month into a basic index fund. It felt insignificant, but he remembered small disciplines. And so, he kept going. One night, his old friends invited him out. Daniel hesitated. It wasn't just the money, it was the mindset. They spent their nights complaining about work, drowning their stress in drinks. He used to do the same, but something had shifted. He declined and instead spent the evening reading a book about financial freedom. That night, he made a decision. He would only surround himself with people who inspired him. Months turned into a year. Waking up early became a habit. Tracking his expenses felt natural. Investing? That was just another part of his life now. But the real change wasn't in the habits. It was in him. He felt different, more confident, more in control. Then came the moment that proved everything was working. One day, his boss called him in. "Daniel, I've noticed a change in you. Your work, your focus, it's different. There's an opportunity for a promotion. Are you interested?" Daniel was stunned. A promotion? A raise? A year ago, he wouldn't have believed it, but now he wasn't surprised. He knew exactly why it happened. That night, he reflected on how far he had come. It wasn't a grand transformation. He didn't win the lottery. He didn't stumble upon some secret formula. It was just small, consistent habits. Waking up earlier, tracking his money, surrounding himself with better influences. And then, he thought, if these small changes made such a huge difference, what else could he improve? The journey wasn't over. It was just getting started. That, my friends, is the power of small habits. They seem insignificant, almost too simple, but they compound over time. The difference between a wealthy, successful future and a life of struggle isn't one big event. It's the small choices you make every single day. So here's the question. What's one small habit you can start today that will change your life in a year? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you found value in this story, subscribe for more life-changing content. Remember, success isn't about luck. It's about choices. Make the right ones, and your future self will thank you.